Hi guys, back again with another video. Now this video is going to be a full review of the Echo Show 5. Now this is basically a Echo device with a screen and a camera. So now a lot of people have asked me why should they buy this. I mean, right now there are so many options. You have the third generation, fourth generation Echo devices, Echo Dots. You have the big ones, the small ones, the square ones, the car ones, the plug ones. So there are so many options. So why should you buy this? Now this is for around 5,500 in India. It is quite cheaper outside, and right now because of the Christmas sale, Black Fridays and all these things, New Year's coming in, so you would get this cheaper. So should you buy this or another Echo device? We'll be talking about that. What is this going to be useful for? Who should be buying this? We'll be talking about that in the end. But right now we are going to do the full review. We are going to talk about everything about this. Most of the things that I think is relevant, we'll be talking about that. If you have further doubts, you can always comment or contact me with my information. My information is available in the description or at the end of the video. You can go ahead and contact me and we'll be discussing about whatever doubts you have. So let's start with the review process. So let's talk about what this device is actually. So this is basically a smart speaker which has a screen in front. This is a 5.5-inch screen. It is a touch screen, so you can actually do a lot of things with the touch screen. You can use this to control your smart devices in the house. You can use this to listen to music and watch videos. Now watch videos, I'm doing this because it does not support YouTube natively. We will be talking about that in the end, why it doesn't support it natively. Other than that, very good device. I've been using this for the past 3 months. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at this first, then we'll start with the full review. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at the device itself. So you have 4 buttons on this. You have the command button, the volume down, volume up button, and this is the physical slider to block your camera. So you can block your camera physically, so you do not have to electronically rely on your privacy. Now there is a hidden 5th button. So this actually responds to tap. So in case you have set an alarm, and when the alarm goes off, you can just tap it and it'll stop the alarm. So that button you can't really see. So this is how it looks like. It's completely covered with this nice mesh cloth. Now I chose this color because it doesn't get dirty that much. The other color, the other gray one, gets a little bit of dirt, which you can see that. This one you can't see much. So this is nice. At the bottom you have this big rubber padding which actually keeps the device in place, because this is a speaker, there will be a lot of vibration and the speaker should not move around. So this will stop it from moving around. Now this part over here, that is the actual speaker. So this entire thing is not the speaker. This is not where the sound comes out from. The sound actually bounces off the table and then comes to you. So it's actually a front firing speaker. So that's something a lot of people are not talking about. When you look at this device, it looks like there are like 2-3 speakers or something like that, but no, it's got a small speaker which reflects the entire sound from here. Now it does give you good bass. It's not as great as the other ones. We'll be talking about that, but let's just finish the physical overview. At the back you have this port for the charger. This is a 15-watt input. You cannot use a power bank or something to use this. You have this micro USB connector, but actually micro USB port, but this cannot be used to charge the device or do anything like that. This is just a data port which when the device goes for service, they use that port for that. You have a output port here, 3.5 mm output port, which is just a output port, aux out. It's not an input port. Now there are some generation 4 devices which support input also over here. If you want to know about that, do comment and I'll let you know. So those are the 3 ports. So that's basically it. That's all that you see here. Then you have the big screen. So this is a 5.5-inch touch screen. You have a lot of options here. You can just scroll down. You have the brightness option, you have the home, settings. In settings you have a lot of options. We'll not be talking about all of that. There are a lot of videos which shows you how all the setting actually works. So basically if you look at the setting, you have clock over here. So because you're not going to be using this every time, so there will be clock, and you have options to show stuff on the screen. So On my screen I have this big clock put on, and it shows the weather, it shows me the date and time. Now when I'm not using it, it'll automatically change, and you will see different news. So now it's showing me news here. It'll show me my recently played music. So that part I like, because this is a silent Alexa, which showing you some or other information, keep updating you without talking to you. So that option is only available with this because of the screen. Other device, Alexa devices, you cannot use that way. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the review. Let's start with the look and feel. So this is a 5.5-inch screen. This is a touch screen display, plastic body covered with cloth. The bottom has the rubber padding, which I showed you. There are two microphones. So the thing about the microphone is they have actually changed the microphones on a lot of devices. So my 6th generation one, which is in the hall, that one has 6 mics in it. Not 6th gen, what am I saying? The 2nd generation one has 6 mics in that. The 4th generation one has 4 mics in that. This one just has 2 mics in it. So one thing I've noticed very clearly, that the more the mics, better it hears. This one works fine, but it's not going to be that great if you compare it with the other ones where you have more mics. And second thing, with the mic, ideally this should be in the end, but I'm just telling you now itself. The mics are over here. It cannot hear me when I'm talking from the front when there is loud music going on, because of the speaker design. So the speaker is actually like this. You will see that this is always at an angle. You cannot really change the angle that much. This is what you can do. You cannot move this. It cannot be adjusted. You do get a stand, magnetic stand. You can purchase that separately, and then you can adjust the angle. Now the speaker is going to bounce off the sound from the table, and it's coming in the front. So if you have loud music going on, this entire space is covered with the loud sound coming from here, so it's not able to hear you. So I've tested it. If there is some music going on from the front, when I say something, it can't hear me that clear, but from the back it's able to hear me very well. So that's something that you have to remember. That's a design thing, you can't really do much about it. Now let's talk about the speaker. Now it's a front firing speaker, good sound with which has enough bass, but if you try to compare the bass level with the 3rd or 4th generation one, this is not there, because they have different technology. They have open speaker where it actually has enough space to throw the sound, and it has enough space to create the reverb to give you a nice bass. This one does not. Even though this is that big, it can't do that. And it has the same 4-watt speaker which the generation 2, 3 and 4 all of them have. So it's the same speaker. Let's talk about the microphone. You have 2 microphones, and I already told you it gets blocked by the sound coming from the front. Hardware feature. So it has a physical slider, which is not available on most of these kind of devices. The cameras are digitally controlled. This one is physically controlled, so that's nice. You have a 1 megapixel camera, which sounds really bad, that 1 megapixel, what is it good for? But it does, I mean, for video calls, regular video calls, this is actually pretty good. Now let's talk about software features. You can switch on and switch off things with this. This is a smart assistant. You can create schedules, so that's something which I really like. I will be making a video for schedules very soon. Then you can actually play music and videos online or offline, as in if you have music on your phone, you can connect it through Bluetooth and then do that. Now coming to Bluetooth, let's talk about connectivity. You will need Wi-Fi on this, and in that Wi-Fi you need internet working for this to work. Without internet this does not work. Even if the Wi-Fi connection is fine, it will not work. Now this has built-in Bluetooth, which can be used to play music on. So you can actually play music from your phone onto this, or you can play music from this onto another Bluetooth speaker or Bluetooth device or an earphone, whatever. So this Bluetooth is two-way Bluetooth, it's not one-way one, so that's good. Now let's talk about some extra features, unique things that this can do, and which I really like. So the first thing is that this actually shows your latest news. So if I say Alexa, what's up?
Here's what's up. From India today.
After Maharashtra.
Maharashtra, Karnataka now imposes night curfew in the state from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. until the 2nd of January. All international flyers required to carry COVID negative report.
Okay, so you saw now it not only gives you the news, it'll show you the news. So that's something which I like. Now the same news you can listen to on your other Alexa devices, but it's all I mean, you are listening to it, so you don't really connect to that much. Here you are actually seeing everything, so you like that. And because of the front firing speaker, you get the entire sound wherever you are sitting, and it's really good. I like that part about this. Now it shows you your recently played and recently browsed item over here on the screen. You can control it, you can switch it off if you want, but there are times when it'll automatically show you the music you played, the kind of things you like and everything, and then sometimes you're just sitting there, you see it, and then you press it and then you start listening to it. So it's there silently showing you stuff. In case you want, you can directly play it. Now it shows you your pictures. You can actually set wallpaper as your picture, so it will keep changing the pictures. You can put your family's pictures, your vacation pictures, whatever. You can choose a lot of them and then set it up over here, and that actually looks good. It shows you your weather information. It dims when it's dark, so whenever it actually sees that it's dark here, it will dim. But the strangest thing is it will not control the brightness of the screen with your voice. You will have to always slide down and then control the brightness, but when it's dark it automatically goes down. So it has a sensor, but you can't control it with your voice. Okay, you have different language options. You have whisper mode, you have heard of that. It can control your Fire TV stick. You can switch on, switch off, search for stuff. You can tell this to play things on your Fire TV stick. It'll search and it'll do that. Now it does behave like a actual alarm clock. You will set up something. You can just set up your alarm by your voice. You can tell it to wake you up at whatever time, and when it rings, all you have to do is just tap this and it'll go off. You do not have to go onto the screen or press any button or anything, nothing. Those so that's a good feature. Now the best thing that I like, which I actually use a lot, is it shows me all my smart devices. So what I do is I swipe like this, I see my smart home, I go over there and it shows me all my smart devices which are there. So I can choose from all of them, any of them, whatever is there. So for example, this is my studio light. Where's my studio light? Studio light, studio light, studio light, studio light. Okay, so that's the studio light. If I want to put it off, I switch it off from here itself. So I do not have to take the name, talk to it and then do all that. If I want to do if I want to control everything silently without my phone, I can do this, which cannot be done with any other Alexa device, because any other Alexa device which does not have a screen. So that's something which I like. Sometimes when I'm in the studio, I'm working and there's someone sleeping around, or if I don't want to wake up people, then I just do this. Through this I can control it. So this is very handy for me, and I can see all my devices here. So doesn't matter which company it is. So I have different company bulbs, different plugs, different everything. So all of them have their own separate apps. Over here I see all of them in one line. I do not have to go into different apps on the phone. It's all here. So that's something which I really liked. Now the other thing I like is that I can actually see my security camera on this. So you can set up your security cam and link it with Alexa. Now you can say, Alexa, show me my front door. Then it will pick up the feed from my camera and then show it over here, which other Alexa devices without a screen cannot do, because they don't have a screen to show it to you. So that's something which is unique with this. Now this has one more unique feature, like this is a music device. You can actually play music on it. Now in other Alexa devices you can listen to music, but you cannot see it. You cannot read the lyrics. With this, it shows you the lyrics over here. So whatever music is playing, you'll see the lyrics will keep scrolling, and then you can sing along. So those options are only available with Alexa or Echo devices with screens. So you can choose between the 5-inch, 8-inch, 10-inch, whatever. So These are the unique features that you cannot find on any other Alexa devices. Okay, so I've been talking about what I like. Now let's talk about what I don't like about this device. So there are a few things which I don't like. So let's start with the first one. That is that this device does not work without internet. So you would say that's normal, that's with everything. No. There are devices which you can use in case there's no internet. It'll still work with Wi-Fi. Like I have smart bulbs, smart plugs, which don't need which don't need internet to run. They just need the Wi-Fi connection. So if I have the phone connected to the same Wi-Fi network and the internet is not there, I can still control with the phone app. But the Echo devices cannot be controlled without internet no matter what. So it will not do anything. It will just say cannot find internet, please wait. It'll keep doing that till the time the internet doesn't come. So there are times where I for simple tasks, because I made my entire room automated. When the internet was off, I could not even switch on my studio because of that problem. So that's something that you have to remember. In case your internet goes off, you cannot use this at all, period. Now the second thing which it cannot do is this cannot play YouTube natively. Now it has a screen, it can play videos, it will allow you to play the native one, their Prime videos. It'll allow you to play that. You can watch movies, you can listen to all of those things, you can do all of that. But if you want to use YouTube, you'll have to open up a browser and see YouTube on that over there. Now you cannot use Netflix or anything, because you first of all don't have the app, and even if you think that you will go to the browser, which you do on the computer, go onto the browser and then try to watch Netflix, that also doesn't work, because the Netflix because the browser itself detects that this is a Amazon device and it will not allow you to run it. It'll tell you to go to netflix.com and use it on a different device or a different browser and all these things. Now Netflix does work on Chrome browser, which does not work on this, because they had a problem. I mean, it's a old thing. This happened long back. Now YouTube used to, when I had the first Fire TV stick, YouTube used to work. There was a YouTube app, everything worked perfectly, beautifully, no issues. But then they had an issue with Google. So Google and Amazon had a problem, and then all the Google services were stopped for Alexa devices. That's why you will see none of the Google services works on this. Maybe there are some which I don't know about, but you cannot use Gmail, you cannot use YouTube, you cannot use any of those kind of things. So that's because of that issue which happened, and which is continued. I mean, they haven't yet done anything about it. So that limitation is there. That's why after the Fire TV Stick issue happened, I moved away from Fire TV Stick and I went to other Android devices, because I got more options there, because most of my things are on Google, and if you cannot support Google, then I can't really do much about it. So that problem is there. So YouTube can be played, but on a browser. Now since it's working on a browser, you cannot control it with your voice. You cannot say pause, play, or search for something on YouTube, and all these things does not work with this, because this does not have Google services. I mean, those services don't work. So just remember that in case you want to buy it for your child or something, you can play it, but you will have to search and then type and then do everything and then go and play something on the browser here, which does not go full screen properly. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. I had a big problem with that. So if video playback is your thing, then I don't think this is going to be helpful. Now one more thing which may not be a big issue for you, but I kind of had a big issue with that, is that the device cannot be tilted. This is the way it will stay. It will not move up or down or nothing. You do get a stand, aftermarket stand, that you can buy and then put it on that and then tilt it. But otherwise, natively what you get, you cannot tilt it. Now a lot of people won't even notice that it's a problem, but I noticed that it was a problem because I took video calls on this, and then I realized this one has this angle, so it is looking like this. So I have to either make my chair go up or down, or I have to physically bend or something to get into that angle. I cannot make this device go up so that it sees me. even though people are not talking about this, this is a problem that I personally faced with this. So that's basically it. That's the good and bad part. Now let's talk about who is this for, who should be buying this, and who should be getting the other Echo device. Okay, so who should be buying this? Now this is a device which has few unique features. One, the screen, so you can actually see what is going on. If you want to put this in any place where you don't want to talk, or it's like a library or something, I don't know why would you put a Echo device in a library, but still, to ask questions, I guess. So if you have such a place where you do not want sound and you want to have the same smart features but with touch, then this is a good option. If you have kids at home and then you don't want to put on the TV and you just want to put some normal YouTube stuff on the browser, then this is going to be good. If you want to listen to music and sing along, you want to see the lyrics, then this is going to be a good one. So all those purpose, this is good. Now if you compare it with other Echo, like the 3rd and 4th generation devices, this got the same speaker, but the output is different. It is bouncing off the table. The bass effect on this is there, but not as great as the 3rd and 4th generation one. So in case you want better low end bass, then the 3rd and 4th generation one makes more sense, because they have, the 3rd one has 3D surround sound, and the 4th generation has that one actually throws the sound up. So the speakers output is more in that, because of the way it's designed. The round design is actually pretty good. I've already made a video for that. I'll put a link in the description. So if music is your priority, you want to listen to music, you don't want anything where you're going to be looking at a lot, then go for the 3rd or 4th generation. But if you want to see stuff happening, you want to see news, you want to see music, you want to see all the you want to control things with your finger, you don't want to talk to it, then this is going to be a better option. Whichever you purchase, you will get similar experience. It comes down to personal preference in the end. So that's basically it. I actually talked too much about this. If you have any further questions, you can go ahead and comment. My detail is available in the description and at the end of the video. End of the video. So that's it for this video. If you like the video, please subscribe with the like button and do comment, and I'll see you again with another video. Bye bye.